Hey, what's up, y'all? Stay Nobody, aka the Global Dark Skin Ambassador, with another Power Book 2 Ghost Season 4 Theory and Prediction, y'all. Now, I predict this right here. I believe this will definitely happen, and definitely happen in Season 4. And that's the fact that Simon Stern's dealings with Tariq will somehow, some way, cause friction between him and RSJ. We're gonna see a struggle of power between RSJ and Simon Stern over Tariq. And ultimately, Tariq will probably have to say, I gotta figure out a way to where I don't owe Simon Stern nothing and I don't owe RSJ nothing. I gotta get away from these dudes and become my own man. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is because going into Season 4, Simon Stern, very wealthy man, very powerful man. Right now, I view him as the most powerful man in the Power universe, aside from the whole entire Democratic Party. Because, they basically the Illuminati of the Power universe. But there's going to be friction when you got Tariq, who owes Simon Stern the truth building. And if Simon Stern has to come in and force Tariq to get back into school, and he has to move and shake and use his power to make it so Tariq gets his trust fund back and everything, there's going to be more things that he wants. Possibly, he'll want the QCP building. The QCP building was already promised to RSJ, but now RSJ, his money got taken away and mixed up in the system because of Braden and Tariq. So to get back in good graces with RSJ, he's going to have to offer, or RSJ will require something more from him than just the QCP building. But what if Simon Stern wants that building? Now he got to say, okay, who's going to get the building? He may ultimately say, I need to just get my own father/sister building and get both these dudes away from me. But then how? These are people who have not only more influence than him, but more money than him and more resources. He's gonna have to figure that out. But I just don't see a situation where Tariq is gonna owe RSJ and owe Simon Stern, and they're not gonna find out about it and try to get Tariq to pick a side. I don't see why them, as they're both assumingly billionaires, they would have some kind of competition in regards to business or something like that. And when I say that, I mean Simon Stern, and I also mean RSJ. By the way, right, yesterday I was watching Titanic, and I'm just now noticing that the dude who played Simon Stern was in Titanic. He was one of them dudes. He was one of them dudes standing there when the boat was going down. But anyways, right, like, how can we really predict that RSJ and Simon Stern are not going to have some kind of friction? I believe that they're both going to want something from Tariq, and they're going to want the same thing or something similar. And Tariq is going to be in between a rock and a hard place, and he's going to be like, what can I do? RSJ wants this from me, and Simon Stern wants this from me. Now, because RSJ is black, he may want to rock with RSJ first, but there's a whole nother side of RSJ that we don't know yet. We cannot 100% conclude that RSJ has nothing but good intentions for Tariq. He could have had bad intentions for Tariq from the moment he saw Tariq, because clearly he knew who Tariq was, and he knew who Ghost was. Maybe personally. Now, the thing about Simon Stern is that even though Simon Stern is white, we know a little bit more about Simon Stern's background than RSJ. And so far, Simon Stern only wants to gain business-wise from Tariq. He doesn't necessarily want to ruin Tariq's life. He definitely doesn't want Tariq dead. He wants to like be a mentor kind of to Tariq. He also knows that, you know, him being a businessman, when you put a black face behind certain things, you get certain funding for things and things like that. It's all business oriented, but it's also all mostly legal. You know, if it's a little bit illegal, it's like minor illegal things that rich, wealthy people do that don't necessarily kill or harm people. It's like you forging documents a little bit, or you living a secret type of lifestyle like Simon Stern was living. You know what I mean? Things like that. By the way, right? Simon Stern and Sebastian, what I was thinking, right? They were supposed to have been together. They did not have not one scene together. You know what I mean? I guess it wasn't important enough for it to be relevant in the Power show, I guess, but you know, it's just odd that, you know. But anyways, what will be the results of Tariq doing dealings with both RSJ and Simon Stern? I don't see him not overexhausting himself trying to keep these two men satisfied. They both want things from him that he will have to really, really, really focus himself and really, you know, work harder than he's ever worked. And will ultimately force him to have to sell drugs at a high level. It's a lot of things he'll have to do to sustain himself. Especially when Simon Stern and RSJ will possibly want the same thing from him. And he could end up promising both of them that they will have what they're asking for, when in all due reality, he's a lying liar who lies, like Tate says. And he'll have to make a decision. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Peace.